it is.
Nice. It's definitely good to see it in real life.
Here she is.
It's an RB18.
You kind of see it on TV and, yeah, don't get to get up close and personal with it that often.
I'm used to just seeing a scaled-down version in the wind tunnel.
Yeah.
It's weird, after seeing the old cars for a decade, this just seems normal now.
Yeah, such a big change, isn't it? Big change of regs.
It looks a lot bigger in real life than when you see it like so small on the screen.
Which bits were you involved in?
Rear suspension, where it connects to the rear crash, all of the bodywork from there to about there, rear wing support.
It's cool to see like the bits that you've made. Well, they're all hidden by the bodywork, but somewhere in here is a bit that I've made. All the cooling, like the radiators, the auxiliary cooler, which sits up here. It's pretty much my little baby.
I remember when the regs came out, and once we digested just how much of the traditional areas would disappear for packaging stuff, we had to completely rethink how we were going to put all the electronics on the car, all the systems on the car. It was a start from scratch. There was no evolution.
Yeah, I actually planned out the front wing. When the road regulations first came out, I started scheming out the front wing. I can remember all the loom routings and all that, and nothing was thick enough. And
yeah, it's probably me complaining to you about can't fit anything I want to fit in there.
Can we fit a loom in here? No, we can't fit a loom in here. Why can't you fit a loom in here?
That's usually the way it goes. I remember at the start of the year, the amount of instrumentation we'd have to put on the car just to see if it would work. And then the proof's in the pudding, isn't it, when it goes out on track and everything does what it's supposed to do. And then you can start removing some of that extra instrumentation once you have some confidence in the car.
From an aerodynamics perspective, I think we have the advantage that we see a lot of the things we design because it's outside.
Yeah.
But I'm mainly involved in the design of the brake ducts. We have the brake cooling, caliper cooling, and also the rim and tire maintenance, while also designing for the aerodynamic performance. So you need to do everything efficiently as possible.
I guess it's been quite a challenge this year because brake temperatures have been something we've been a fairly hot topic. Probably the thing that keeps me busiest is the clutch mapping in starts, which we do through the weekend. It's probably, for me, the most intense part of the weekend, sat there watching the lights count down and go
Once
out.
he's off, you're like, my job's done.
Exactly, can breathe a sigh of relief.
Certainly aero-wise, so much of when we're bringing a new upgrade to the track, that will be testing on the Friday practice sessions. So when that hits the track and we get the first bit of information back as to whether it's worked or not, if it's done what we're expecting, that's always been an exciting bit for me.
I think you get sort of tied up in your own sort of area, but yeah, when everything comes together, you see the hard work that everyone else has put in.
And when you see the design review meetings, when you're watching people presenting bits of their cars, and you can see, like, suddenly the fuel system comes up, and then the front suspension, the rear suspension, the floor.
I remember the early design office meetings over summer had 20 people in it initially, and then as the year got on, at the end of the year, there was 80 people in the meeting. You know, there's a lot of everyone contributing, trying to make this car.
Obviously, with reg changes middle of the season, that was a big challenge. And I think, that was very satisfying at Spa when they brought those rule changes in, and we had a really dominant race result. And I think that really kind of cemented, all the work that I'd done and the people who have been working with had done. In terms of concept, it proved the right direction, I think.
It's obviously all different for next year, but it's because it's not a complete change of rules. You've got a sort of base point to start with, and I think RB19, you've got
a bit more time.
You're starting from a quick car, so it's just sort of improving on those things that you did last year. And
I think it is kind of lots of small performance gains all add up to come together and just give the car the right balance, give the drivers the confidence to throw it into the corners and know what they're going to get from the response of the car.